Welcome to Final Fantasy Record Keeper! I just bought a tablet, so I'm going to try to start doing some mobily type stuff. So this is the first game I played that was mobily like, that I've been addicted to it all. So I'm going to show this game for you right now. Now I had already recorded this once, so I won't be able to show you everything I wanted to, such as down as the relic draw here. You get a free relic draw per day, and I already drew it. It gave me a heavy armor, I believe, from Final Fantasy V. But I will do a relic draw for you, for I have enough mithril, which you'll notice on the top right of the screen. You'll see the number 19 with a blue gem to the left of it. That's mithril. So I'm going to use that to buy, or to draw for a relic from Final Fantasy IX. This one that says only 100 gems. I don't have any gems, but I do have mithril, so let's let's roll the dice and see what we might get. The first weapon I got when I was playing this game was actually a pretty decent weapon from Final Fantasy XII, and it's been carrying me through pretty well. Ooh, we got some knuckles of some sort. Metal Knuckle from Final Fantasy VII. That looks like it was alright. Let's see if I can equip that on some of my guys. Now this is my current party, which I'm pretty well happy with at the moment. But just for the sake of it right now, I'm going to swap out Kane for Sabin. And I like me some Sabin, and I'm going to be using him plenty, but I'm not going to use him quite yet. I will try to optimize his equipment though, because I got all these knuckles and stuff. And that's his style. Alright, I'll equip those on you, because you'll need those for later. But let's get Kane back in here. Kane. Yes. Alright, Kane is back in the party. And I'll show you a few other things. We can go to the upgrade and inventory area to, you know, upgrade stuff if I require the need. But what I will use is I got the thing that Kane is standing next to with the equip. This shield I just got moments ago, and it was pretty good shield. So I'm going to use this daily large Scarletite, and it raises this particular thing by 4 levels. So I'm going to go ahead and just increase this by 4 levels, and it'll show you what you get. You get 4 more defense and 3 more resistance. So I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade that right now for you. Stuff can get maxed up to whatever level it is. But say I had 2 level 15 crystal shields, I could then combine those crystal shields, so it would become, say, a level, I don't know yet, but a level 20 crystal shield, so you can level up that much more. I can show you an example of that. Something similar to that here. Combine equipment. Armor. Now you see this here, this Brigadine armor that MegaHarv has equipped. It's max level. I have another Brigadine, but it's actually pretty good, and I don't want to waste it. Well, it's not really a waste, but I want to get better equipment before I bother trying to combine those two. So I'm going to leave that alone. You can also create abilities once it finishes loading here. Yeah, and these are some of the ones that I could do right now. What's a boost do? Temporarily increase the attack of one target. Well, I'm going to learn that then. I think that might be handy. Not sure who to equip that on. We'll see if that can't go on anyone but the main character. If it can, they're going to get it. So let's see. Party. Well, let's start with Zidane. Zidane in the membrane. Oh, he can equip it, so yeah, let's give it to him. Perfect. That will come in handy. So let's go back and let's actually tackle a dungeon, unless actually I'm not quite done showing you stuff here. I'll get this out of the way. Hone abilities. I can't actually hone any of them right now. But if you hone, you can go from like fire to fire. It'll make it so you can get like 4 uses for fire. Yeah, raise its rank a little bit. but I have no need for that. So go back again. Orb exchange, same deal. Break level cap. No one's able to break it yet. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And growth eggs, which is basically you can level people up pretty well instantly. So let's use Sabin here as an example. I could give him a lesser growth egg, which gives him 2,500 experience, which would level him to level 7, or I could use a large growth egg, which raises him to 13. I'll just use 2 lesser growth eggs. Make it 3. And get him up to level 11, because I will want to use him as soon as I get some Final Fantasy VI missions. And that gives him some pretty, decent start. And of course we can just close it and not have to watch all of this nonsense. But I'm going to subject us to it anyway. There. So that's another thing you can do if you're having trouble with a given level. So without any further ado, let's do some battling. Upgrades, party, home. So let's go back to the Realms dungeon. And let's do some Final Fantasy X for you today. Because I think it'll be one that I can handle for you, no problem. You'll see this is difficulty 2 and 3. I already did 2, but we also have Elite Dungeon up here. And if you see, this is difficulty 17, and I can see through that it says Master Classic to unlock, difficulty 21. Which will be a little harder, but I did master the 17, so I could probably take on the 21, but I gotta beat Besaid as master already. But I can get a Waka if I do this. Titus washes into the shallows of a beach where a practice game of blitzball's in session. He meets the team's captain, Waka, who brings him to Besaid Village. And it shows you the rewards. Go 700 for completion. If you do master it, you get a Chakram from Final Fantasy III, as well as a Stamina Shard. And if you complete it the first time, you get a Waka, as well as a Mithril. It just... the screen doesn't want to scroll this time. Oh, complete Besaid in the FFX realm and recruit Waka. And you get an armor break when you just complete this mission. And the boss. And that looks like Kamari. Okay. So defeat him before he uses jump. To get extra score. Which I should be able to do. My party's pretty overpowered for a challenge level of 3. Now here is our I win button friends. So first I like to scour to see if any of them are similar to the world I'm in, which is 10 for here. Which there aren't any, so I'll just stick with Query here. Temporarily raise the magic of all allies a moderate amount, defense a small amount, automatically heal damage. So yes, let's do that. And the ones that say following I have had come along with me before. So as you can see, pretty much all my choices do that this time around. Now in order to actually do the missions, it costs stamina, which will be in the top right of the screen as well. That's what that 36 is. But if you give it time, your stamina will replenish. But if you run out of stamina and haven't completed a mission, you can spend a Mithril to earn the exact amount of your stamina back, so I would get 36 back. But if I had 4 spare stamina, it would give me temporarily 40 out of 36 stamina. So your Mithril is never a waste for stamina. You can use... like, it doesn't waste any just because you decide to do a tough level. Alright. And yes, in each of these levels you get cuts from the battle music from any given Final Fantasy, which is nice. Final Fantasy, of course, as I'm sure you well know, has an assortment of great tracks. But these guys, these difficulty 3 guys are going to go down pretty easily. But I did get an item of some sort that I can equip. That's what the treasure chest means. Otherwise, an orb is like something to help build magic or whatnot. Round 3 of 3. So let's take out this dingo before it eats our baby. Also, if I were to equip any Final Fantasy X weapons here, they would do extra damage because I'm in the Final Fantasy X world. And alternatively, if I had a Final Fantasy X character, they would do more damage in Final Fantasy X worlds. And they also gain more experience, so do that any chance you get. Ooh, a boomerang. I can't even remember who uses a boomerang in Final Fantasy VI. Is it something Shadow can throw? I'm sure he can throw it, but it wouldn't come back. I don't remember. But we were victorious for that, which is generally pretty simple. So I'm going to go through this basic level, then I'm going to complete an elite level for you, and that'll probably be it for this episode. It'll probably just be a one-off episode, unless people really want to see me play more of it, then I can certainly make it happen. This is just more to make sure I can make this tablet stuff work. And every so often my tablet likes to turn off, so I'm not sure if you guys will see that or not. I'm still new to this whole tablet thing. Check out help in the library if you don't know what to do, Kupo. Thanks for the help, Mog. Is there anything else I wanted to mention? Did I mention the Combine? Yeah, I did. I went on about the Brigadine. I thought there was a place where I could buy stuff for Mithril other than the relic draws. It might be in the same spot as the relic draws. Because all that gil I have, I thought that I bought it for like a couple of Mithril. But I can't locate the area where I found it originally. So maybe I can find that for you before I sign off, but we'll see. But as you notice, I'm, like I say, I'm kind of over-leveled for this part of the game. But I can help give you some idea how this goes. Like, you see the 4 over body slam for Steiner there. He can only do, you know, that ability 4 times. So be sure to ration it for when you actually require it. I can't remember if that carries from stage to stage in any given mission. I don't think it replenishes unless you camp and spend a mithril to heal your party, which is another option that you can do. Let's go in the camp, actually. Maybe that's where the information that I'm looking for resides. Once this game finishes with its loading, its free loading. Yeah, if I didn't mention, this game's free as well on the Google Play Store. So don't be afraid to check it out. Alright, so camp. If I can... If the screen wants to work. There we go. Got all this stuff. Heal, retreat, dungeon info. Yeah, I've saved everything, so I don't really need to heal here, so I won't bother with that. And Kamari, I just gotta beat before he jumps, which shouldn't be a big deal. Use 3 more stamina. Begin this battle. Collect stamina shards to raise your max stamina. You can get stamina shards by completing realm dungeons or trading in the Fat Chocobo's Gaishul exchange. So start with the realm dungeons, Kupo! Yes. So on the top right, there's like hexagons under my stamina bar. When they fill up orange completely, you get an extra stamina. And I believe it resets your stamina meter when that happens, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure, though. So let's do some regular attacks. And we're gonna take out Kamari here before he jumps. Unless it just randomly jumps before I get a chance to hit him. Like, I should take him out in one round, I would think. He should be quite a pushover. Because of how overpowered I am. All my guys are like almost level 20 or so. And soon I'll get a Waka, and maybe I ought to show him for the Elite Dungeon. Who would I want to trade out, though? Maybe Steiner? We'll figure it out. So let's use some of our special abilities. Body Slam, which does a little damage. Blade Bash. Let's just do a regular attack. Oh yeah, he's gonna fall real quick. There. Good, no chance to jump. If the first thing he did was jump, that would have been a bit of a pisser. But he didn't, and we are victorious. So let us celebrate with our hands in the air. I put my other hand in the air, but I'm afraid I'm going to drop this thing. So we got Waka, and he's got Soul Break, Element Reels, deal water damage. Great. So we got all this experience. Alright. So let's buff up Waka some. And then Waka through this elite dungeon. SS Licky, in FFX, as well as Besaid Elite Dungeon, which is what I will be tackling next. And I'll also get to see if that chakram is any good for anything. Chakram? Chakram? You know, one of those. So we'll continue on with this free loading. Looks like that avatar in the white silhouette is carrying about 15 books. If my counting serves me correctly. Ooh, I completed a mission. Complete Besaid and recruit Waka, reward armor break. So, oh, turned off on me again. Missions. I'm curious to see if you'll see it turn off. But let's collect this Wayfarer, because any of the stuff that you earn, you have to collect it or else you don't get it. I don't understand why it doesn't just automatically give it to you. Probably just to make sure you know you have it. But let's go back to the party. And who am I going to trade out? I'm thinking Steiner. Yeah, let's train out Steiner for right now. For Waka and get him caught up. So Waka, Steiner, go back, and get him equipped. Oh, does he already have a chakram? Oh, look at that. Optimize. Mithril Dagger, defense... I don't know, that doesn't seem like it's better. I can't change that. Undo. That's probably the only thing you can equip. Maybe not. Well, I could try to level up the two chakrams and combine them. But I don't know if I have the goods for that. Change armor. Well, apparently that was all he could equip, that other armor. You can't equip this? No. I guess it's just not much good. Alright. Fine. So let's go see if we can't upgrade. I'll at least level them up a little. Upgrade equipment. Let's look at this chakram. Like again, I don't think I have any of the items that I can even raise it with. Ooh, what's this? Unique. I don't remember getting this. Light staff. It's probably decent if it's a unique item. Which makes me think I can only get the one. If it would select for me. There we go. Am I not pushing hard enough? Okay, I don't have anything I can even grind it up with. So I won't do that, but I will raise Waka's level to something that's not embarrassing. Waka. Let us use a regular growth egg and a lesser growth egg. Level 14. Yeah, that gets him well on his way. He's going to get extra levels because it's a Final Fantasy X area anyway. Okay, so let's see if we can't give him an ability that's not laughable. It'll probably be something physical. Okay, I can't give him anything physical. Alright, let's see if I can equip any of the things I have for him already. Waka. Oh, he already has boost, which is good. Does he have anything else that he can put on? Body slam, armor break. You can have armor break. There we go. There, he can be the one that lowers defense, raise everyone's offense, lower the enemy's defense. So that's good. That should come in handy. So let's go back to the mission area in order to complete one of these elite missions. Although I think this one might be tough. Final Fantasy X. Let's go back in here, complete one of these elite dungeons, see what it is in store for us there. Elite dungeon. First time reward Mithril and Stamina Shard. Actually, I want to go back for a second. So you see in the top right, I have 3 out of 5 stamina. So when that fills up, I get all I need. But you see, total stamina costs 37. I can't actually pay for this. I don't have enough. But I can use a Mithril to replenish my stamina stores. So it's still possible to do. So don't let that deter you if you have a Mithril. A group of blitzball players find Titus washed ashore on the beach. He meets their captain, Waka, who brings him to Besaid Village. These are the rewards. 3,500 gil, greater power orb, plus 3 stamina shard 1, stamina shard 1, in which case I will raise my stamina. Boss, same boss, he'll just be way tougher this time. I might not beat him before jump. But we're gonna find out. So let us continue onwards with this elite dungeon. See how well it treats us. So let's scan for Final Fantasy X, which there isn't. Deal 6 ranged physical wind attacks to all targets. Temporarily lower their wind resistance and grant haste. I like the sounds of that. So yeah, let's just leave it like that. And use that for Kamari when we cross that bridge. So let us dive into this portal. And go to this here village slope to use 12 of our stamina to defeat this next set of enemies, which I don't think will be too hard. It'll mostly just be hard in the last area, because the last elite dungeon I did for Final Fantasy X, it really wasn't too bad. Even the boss wasn't too bad, but this one's a little harder, so... There we go. Round 1, Garuda. Yeah, this thing's gonna go down. No problem. Yeah, 367. Must have about 370 hit points. So we got some condors. I wonder if they came from a fort. I guess they couldn't have. It's the wrong Final Fantasy. But word on the street is Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X share the same world. That's a working theory. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a quick Google search can send you down that rabbit hole. Alright, so water flan. What are you waiting for? Let's do battle. Let's engage in combat. There. Ooh, and we got an item. As well as a potion, which they'll drop sometimes to recover your party as you continue on, which can come greatly in handy. And the experience is pretty good. And you'll see Waka's earning extra experience. That's what the shiny Dragon Ball Z aura is about. Ooh, leather clothing, that's nothing special, but I suppose I could sell it if I had to. As we continue to load up more of the game. Now loading. Building. Unit ready. Alright. So let us continue up this elite dungeon. Now I could wait, what, like 8 minutes and not have to use a mithril, but I'm just going to use the mithril and recover the stamina to keep this going. There's no point in making any of us wait for that. Yeah, and do what Mog says, upgrade equipment to raise its level and all that jazz. I didn't have time to read it, but you do. Round 1 of 3. So let's take care of this dingo before it eats our baby. Don't explain how I know that you and I have a baby together, but let's make sure that the dingo doesn't eat it. But what I do like to eat is flan cake. Mmm. Delish. So let's cut some of it up and share it, shall we? Ooh, and we got a treasure. Hopefully that's something good we can use later. Well, of course I want it to be something good. That treasure, I want it to be actual poop in the treasure box. I don't want anything that's usable. There we go. So we got more stuff to buff magic with. And more experience. Waka. Ooh, Zidane gained a level. More leather clothing, because you can never have enough of that. As we continue to load. Yes, more loading. I'm not sure if the load times are any better if your internet connection's more solid. I presume they must be. Alright, so... I can't remember if I mentioned, but we can check the... Whoops. We can check the... Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. If we hit the exclamation mark, you can see anything they're all weak to. Like if he was weak to thunder, it would say, exploit so-and-so's weakness to thunder and get more target score. But we just gotta beat him before he uses jump, which I can't promise will work effectively. I'm not sure why it doesn't want to acknowledge that I'm pushing the button. There we go. It might have something to do with the recording software I'm using. I might be able to use better recording software. I don't know yet. I'm still in the very early stages, but who cares about that? But as you can see, not enough stamina. Would you like to recover stamina? Yes, I'll use one mithril to do so, which will give me 36 more stamina. So I'll have 46 out of 36. So don't be afraid to use mithril because you think it might waste some of your stamina, because it won't. So here goes nothing. We're going to take on this boss battle. Collect stamina shards to raise your max stamina Kupo. You can get stamina shards by completing realm dungeons or trading in the Fat Chocobo's Geistral exchange. So start with the realm dungeons, Kupo. As I have been. And will continue to do so for now. So this first couple of bits of the level shouldn't be too difficult. And as soon as the next part begins, I'm going to use the +2 Zidane summon. Because I seem to remember it saying that it gives my guys haste. And if I'm trying to beat this boss before it does jump, then haste is very important for me to use. Ooh, and we got a little bit of healing to help. Alright, here we go. So first things first, use this Zidane, then Blade Bash, Double Cut. Yeah, let's use this, see how it spins out. Ooh, Zidane using all sorts of stuff. Ooh, that did a bunch of damage too. Am I even gonna have to hit him? I may have just I-win buttoned him. No, not quite. But I do have speed. No, I did I-win button him. But yeah, that's all it takes sometimes. Just have a good buddy to bring along. Oh yeah, just turn off, that's okay. I'm not sure why that happens. Resume. Someone more familiar with tablets knows how to prevent that from happening. I'm all ears. But there we go, we beat him no problem. And Waka almost gained another level. MegaHarv got a level up. And we got all of these completion rewards. Got a greater power orb. Another stamina shard. I should be getting more stamina here shortly. Yes. Very good. Now I thought I got other things. But maybe I did not. I will allow you to complete your loading phase. In Besaid, Titus learns that his home of Xanarkand was destroyed 1,000 years ago. He meets a summoner Yuna to accompany her on her quest to defeat Sin. On their way to board a ship, they encounter the blue beastman, Kimari Ronzo, who joins them as another of Yuna's guardians. And then we get a quick little snapshot, which I always thought I skipped, but it just does that quickly on its own. So that was that elite level, so let's go back to the home page. There's a few things that I should try to show you here. Because sometimes when you complete things of that nature, you can go into missions. And like, see, you log in for 5 days, you get a mithril. I can't remember if I showed you this or not, so bear with me if I've already gone through this. Specials. All this stuff. Let's go back to the home page again. Item chest, sometimes things appear in here. What else is there? The annex. I don't think I showed you the annex. So this is the Geistral exchange that it was referring to earlier. Where you can trade stuff, but I don't have anything I can trade yet. At least I don't believe so. Maybe I can growth eggs, perhaps? No. No, that doesn't look to be something I can use. Right yet. Those arrows, they'd be a different color. But they are not. Let's go back to the Hall of Rights. I'll show you that quickly in the annex. Hall of Rights. Where you can just... Like down here, this is where I got Sabin. If you check Soul of a Hero. I might have shown you this already too, I'm sorry if I had. These two episodes have kind of blended together, so I don't want to leave anything out. But yeah, I got like a soul, and I used it to unlock Sabin. So that's why I have them. I didn't realize I could use Leo. And what's the Hall of Rights down here do? Hall of Rights... Okay, Memory Crystal... Okay. So nothing major there. Oh, excuse me, I want to go back to the relic draw, see if I can't. Because I already did this for today. Back. 1313. I thought there was a way. I think I mentioned this, but how I have 150,000 gold. I thought that I spent a couple of mithril to earn that. But for the life of me, I can't figure out how I did that. Vent dungeons. Raid dungeons. I don't think I'm going to find it for you, unfortunately. Announcement. I'll check the menu. What's in the menu? Friends and block config. Magic crown support. No, none of that. It's not in the upgrades. Can I push up here? No. Well, I think that'll be the end of this episode of Final Fantasy Record Keeper. So yes, I am having some fun with it right now. It's I haven't done the potential challenge that it provides justice because I'm kind of did some levels that I'm a little over-leveled for, and I started out pretty strong. But yeah, if anyone wants to watch me play more of this, just let me know. I'm not opposed to it. I just more wanted to test out my tablet recording setup. So thank you very much for joining me for Final Fantasy Record Keeper. And join me tomorrow for whatever it is I decide to play. And I still go by MegaHarv.